I thought you said it was comfortable to wear. I feel a little uncomfortable. After the kiss. What did you suddenly think of? Didn't the internet say that it was comfortable to wear a silk sock? How could it be uncomfortable? But when you saw his face blushed and his body shivered, and he was still moving his legs around, you suddenly laughed. When this picture came out in your head, you only thought that the scene in front of you was more perfect. What would it look like if Mubai took off his shorts? At this time, you can only see the thick red face of Mubai. You just came back to your senses. At the next moment, you took a hard slap. You scolded Jiang Cheng in your heart. Jiang Cheng, why are you so stupid? Mubai is such a pure child. Jiang Cheng, your thoughts are seriously wrong. Mubai saw the face of confusion. Jiang Cheng, why are you hitting yourself? At this time, you are a little embarrassed and shrug your head. Try to make your lower body more broken. It doesn't look that obvious. So you said. I forgot to tell you a step to wear clothes just now. You said it while giving the underwear to Mubai. Mubai looked at the underwear in his hand and was confused. What is this? What is the use of such a small piece of cloth? As for how to wear it, don't mention it. You dare to feel a headache and laugh bitterly. Because you don't know how to wear it. Mainly because you have no experience. The woman's hands have never been touched. These clothes are just seen in the movies. So you relied on the experience of the film to tell him the approximate steps. As for the rest, you can only rely on him to figure out. Jiang Cheng, why did you buy me strange clothes first? It's underwear and silk socks again. You told him seriously. Underwear is what girls must wear every day. It's important. At this moment, Mubai was silent for a while. He looked at you suspiciously. So silk socks are not a must-wear, right? You said it with a straight face. How is that possible? Of course it is also very important. It doesn't matter. I will buy it for you first. And he thinks you look like that weird uncle. From the beginning. It depends on your eyes and your eyes. He kept looking at his legs. Until he walked into the room. You just let go of your breath after closing the door. You almost got seen through. This girl is so weird. Sometimes girls are too smart. It's not a good thing. Inside the house, Mubai's ears are slightly moving. Hearing your words. He looked at the silk socks in his hand. It's hard to say. I knew it wasn't a good thing. Bad Jiang Cheng is true. But he seems to like seeing himself wearing this. He doesn't seem to hate the way you look at him. So in order to satisfy Jiang Cheng's strange taste, I will also wear it in the future. If you know what Mubai thinks now, I'm afraid you'll be moved. The tearful girl has grown up. It's been a long time. I really didn't hurt him in vain. After a while, Mubai's voice came from the room. You rushed up to push open the door. You gently pushed open the bedroom door. The girl's round and plump hips were hard to see, even under the cover of shorts. The perfect line was still clearly visible. Her skin was white and tender. Her soft black long hair naturally covered her shoulders. It added a lot of beauty to her smooth back. No doubt. Mubai is the most outstanding man you've ever met. Whether it's appearance or body. It's perfect. Facing this full of temptation, you secretly warned yourself not to be impulsive. At this time, Mubai's hands were busy behind him. Maybe it's because it's too big. The buttons on his underwear are always hard to match. Jiang Cheng, can you help me? Mubai looked at you with a face of grievance. You moved the two sides of the clothes forward. You pulled him hard. You manipulated him for a while. Finally, you managed to fix the buttons together. At this time, Mubai's face was slightly wrinkled. He was a little shy. Then he kicked you out of the door. With a sound. Then he closed the bedroom door. You were locked up. You acted indifferently. It seems that your guidance and instruction did work. At least now Mubai knows the feeling of shame. Although he is inevitably a little reluctant. In general, this is a good thing. At least Mubai is facing a normal human transformation. The back door opened again. Mubai walked out. However, his expression was still a little unnatural. He hugged his little bear. He said in a wrinkled face, that Jiang Cheng was too tight. I felt so uncomfortable. You looked at the world. You made a few jokes. This is a C cup. It's really a little difficult. Is Mubai's body so full? I can't see it. A horse in plain clothes. Is cute. Jiang Cheng, can I not wear this? It's so uncomfortable. I feel like he's almost being pushed aside by me. You said it seriously. No, definitely no. But before you finish. You just heard a kowtow. Mubai's face was innocent. He blinked his eyes. And looked at you. You said it quietly. You saw it, too. It's not that I don't want to wear it. He was pushed aside. Sure enough, this thing has to be measured in person to be accurate. But Mubai's attitude was that he didn't want to wear it. For this, you explained gently. That Mubai, you are human now. You can't stay at home all the time. The outside world is very interesting. You can go shopping. And choose your favorite clothes. You can eat what you like. You can also go to all kinds of fun. However, he didn't listen at all. He just shook his head. I don't want to go out. What do you want to eat? You can buy it for me. You can also help me choose clothes. He looked like a dead cat. That was not afraid of boiling water. You didn't have a choice. As the saying goes, a strong twist is not sweet. You can only take your time. You looked at the world. It's time to wash and sleep again. You carefully adjusted the water temperature for Mubai. Then you explained to him the detailed steps of a girl's shower. However, halfway through, you suddenly found that Mubai was not listening at all. He looked at himself with a grieved face. Jiang Chen, do you want me? Mubai said with grievance. Look at that. It seems that tears will flow at the next moment. How can I say this? When did I say I didn't want you? You let me do everything myself now. You don't help me change clothes. You don't wash me now. Will you not give me food in the future? You don't buy me snacks. The more Mubai said, the more grieved. He began to shed tears. You hug him in a hurry. Touch his head to comfort him. No, I didn't mean that. Didn't I say it before? A girl's body can't be shown to others casually. You take a bath to protect your body, right? I can't just look at it, right? Mubai was grieved. And grieved. But you have always been the one who helped me take a bath. Now there is no you. I am afraid of taking a bath alone. I am afraid of water. Even if Mubai is a human now. This habit cannot be changed in a short time. When I think of this, you comfort me. Don't be afraid. I'm at the door. Keep your hand at the door, okay? If you have anything, call me at any time. I'll go in right away. Okay, it's okay. I'm not so afraid. Because I'm not afraid of water. You finally comforted the girl. Musong took her to the bathroom. You let your breath out to reassure her. You also moved a small stool. And sat down at the door of the bathroom. The sound of the shower was heard in the ear. And the sound of the girl snoring. You were a little upset. You suddenly felt that the phone in front of you was not good. Suddenly, at this time, a scream came out of the bathroom. To wake you up. You hurriedly pushed the bathroom door open. And saw Mubai hiding in the corner. You covered your chest. And looked at the bright screen in front of you. You didn't have a crooked mind at all. You were nervous. What's wrong? What happened? Are you hot? Or are you blind? Mubai pointed at the water pipe with grievance. It's not even a drop. Water. The water suddenly became cold. You went over and dropped the water heater to leave. But he grabbed your hand. Jiang Chen. Let's take a shower together, okay? No? You were cold and heartless. You rejected him. You pushed the bathroom door open and walked out. You looked at the closed bathroom door. Mubai was a little disappointed and said, Jiang Chen. Don't you let me take a shower. At this time, you were leaning on the door. You were a little unsettled. You saw Mubai's body again. They hugged. You wiped away his sad tears. He obviously wanted to take a shower with Mubai. Who can't love the bathroom? But can he? He can't. When you were sitting at the door, the bathroom was flooded with Mubai's words again. You were in a hurry. You were about to push the door in. You hesitated for a moment. You asked, what if the water was cold? If so? He still didn't go in. After all, he saw the fragrance scene several times. It's hard for a young man. After a long time, Mubai finally washed out of the bathroom. His wet hair was casually covered on his shoulders and body with a jade robe. His slim figure was taken off and kept in close proximity. A pair of white and tender legs looked full of flesh. It was very attractive. The fog was full. The girl's face was beautiful. It was like a fairy out of the jail. When I first saw you, he put his head into your arms. Then he acted like a spoiled child. Jiang Chen, help me brush my hair, okay? You touched his head and smiled. You agreed. Mubai sat in front of the mirror and shook his head. You helped him dry his hair carefully. Then you brushed it dry. Although your actions were clumsy, you were gentle and delicate. You dried your hair. Mubai closed his eyes. His face was comfortable. Jiang Chen. It's comfortable to take a bath. You smiled and pinched his face. It was more comfortable than taking a bath when you were a kitten. Speaking of which, Mubai was unhappy. It was comfortable to sit and talk. But now you don't take a bath with me. Otherwise, it must be more comfortable. You smiled. Okay. Let's go to your room and sleep now. I heard you say that. Mubai opened his eyes and looked at you. You don't want to go back to sleep with me. You poked his little head with your face. Didn't I say that? Men and women are not close. Now you are a human being. You can't sleep with me in the same bed. I don't. I want to sleep with you. There is only one bed in the house. Where can you sleep if you don't sleep in the bed? You pointed to the sofa and said, I sleep on the sofa. So go back to the bedroom and sleep. Even if you are blind, you can't sleep. There is no discussion about this. Mubai kept his mouth shut. Just this time, Jiang Chen. I saw that you didn't look good. He just got up and looked at you. On the way to the bedroom, this girl took a walk and looked back. She looked at you with her eyes full of surprise. Enter the bedroom. Mubai changed into your pajamas. He walked out with his teddy bear. The teddy bear is a plush toy you bought for Mubai. He has always liked it. When he sleeps every day, he will lean on the teddy bear. Jiang Chen, I'm afraid that Mubai will be aggrieved. Because he has always slept with you. Today is the first time. He feels empty in bed. He feels insecure when he sleeps. He feels that there will always be something jumping out of the cabinet next to him. Jiang Chen, let's sleep together. Seeing him is really scary. You are also a little distressed. Go over and touch his head and stomach. Maybe you can sleep with the light on. Will you not be so scared if you sleep with the light on? No? How can you sleep with the light on? Jiang Chen, just sleep with me. Let me get used to sleeping alone. Okay? Mubai looks pitiful at this time. How cute is the body? You are also a little distressed. You hesitated for a while and just nodded. Hearing you say that, Mubai was so happy that he was going to leave. Grandpa, come here. I've hidden the bed for you. Come on. You can sleep in the house. But we can't sleep in the same bed. I'll sleep next to you. Mubai looked a little aggrieved. But he agreed. Anyway, he can sleep well with you around. Although not in the same bed. It's better than you being outside. It's better to clean up in the room. Mubai lay in bed and looked at you. Jiang Chen, you sure you don't want to sleep with me? I heard that it's comfortable to sleep with your girlfriend. You are a little helpless. You know you are my girlfriend. You are not my girlfriend. So I can't sleep with you. Hearing you say that, Mubai was a little disappointed and then passed a few years. What did the little girl think? She said with a surprised look. Jiang Chen, let me be your girlfriend. Okay? Then you can sleep with me. You hesitated for a while. Although the cat girl is really nice, you still hesitated. After all, I am a pure love warrior. Then you said it seriously. No? Only two people who like each other can be a boyfriend and girlfriend. Mubai looked at you and said innocently. Jiang Chen, I like you very much. Don't you like me? You walked over, rubbed his little head and smiled. Of course I like you, but you just became a person now. I don't know what is love and what is love. When you understand these, you can tell me these words again. Mubai thought about it and felt a little incomprehensible. He could only nod and nod. Okay, then wait for me to know what I like. I'll be your girlfriend. Listening to this innocent speech, you smiled and waited for you to know what you like. Maybe you don't like me. Because before you appeared, you were just a bottom-level worker. With the least salary. Doing the most tiring work. You said in a timid tone. It's impossible that I like Jiang Chen the most. Wait for me to know what I like. What is love? I must be your girlfriend. At that time. You can't refuse me again. Mu Bai looked serious. You looked at him and nodded and smiled happily. Okay, I promise you. I won't change my mind for 100 years. Whoever is the dog. Your little fingers are tightly stuck together and then covered. 1111 can be Jiang Chen's girlfriend soon. I want to know what is love. What is love? Mu Bai thought happily. I hope that day will come sooner. So I can be with you all the time. Turn off the light. It's dark in the room. You cover the quilt. You can clearly hear Mu Bai's breathing. Jiang Chen. This is the first time you and your child sleep in the same room. You can clearly feel that there is another person next to you. This feeling seems to be good. Jiang Chen. This is the name Mu Bai suddenly called you. I also want a cell phone. Mu Bai didn't say anything. You didn't even think of it in this information age. You want him to know everything in this world. Cell phones are definitely the best choice. And Mu Bai really needs a cell phone. It's convenient to contact you like this. He thought he had to act cute himself before he gave it to him. But I didn't expect him to agree so quickly. He is a little cat with a cell phone. Oh, my God. The next morning, after you woke up, you felt a little sour. You slept in bed. You hit the floor violently. You felt a little unwell. After you woke up, you looked at the quilt and kicked it away. You only covered half of your body. You felt a little helpless. You couldn't tell when Mu Bai was a cat. Now you have become a talent. He has a bad sleeping habit. Last night, when you woke up, you saw that Mu Bai didn't cover the quilt. One night, you woke up and covered it for him. In the morning, he still didn't cover the quilt. It's autumn now. The weather is not too cold. If it's winter, the house he rented has no heat. He has to pay for the quilt every day. When you were sleeping, Mu Bai kicked the quilt away again. He even hit you twice. Seeing this, you were angry and short. After you washed up, you came to the kitchen and started cooking. You went out. You have to spend a lot of money. You can only save money by eating. So you always cook by yourself. While you're making breakfast, you also cook lunch. Then you put it in a thermos and take it to the company to eat. It will last a long time. You can save a lot of money. Don't underestimate this money. If you order takeout every day, you have to spend at least 40 to 50 yuan for 3 meals a day. But if you cook every meal by yourself, you can earn 20 yuan a day. You can eat well and be healthy. You can also save money. You can save 30 yuan a day. You can save 900 yuan a month. It's 10,000 yuan a year. For a fresh graduate of Jiangcheng University, it's a lot to save 10,000 yuan a year. After breakfast, you look at the 2 love desserts on the table. When you're satisfied and ready, you go upstairs and eat.